Alright y'all, we are here in Missouri hunting a new place for a few days. Rut's supposed to be picking up. I've heard I got some buddies that are hunting up here that I came up to hang out and camp with and hunt. And I've heard reports there's been a couple big ones seen and a couple nice ones were killed so far. I just jumped 2 does off the bed right up on this little ridge here. Pretty sure they were bedded down right up here, right up on top. That's a good start. There's deer in here. Been following deer trails the whole way in here. Been sitting here about 45 minutes or so. Heard footsteps behind me and this pretty nice buck. He came up and stopped about 50 yards through that thick stuff back there and stared me down and turned and ran back the way he came. It's like 11 something, so he's out cruising middle of the day. I'll sit a little while longer, but we're gonna do some more scouting here in a little bit. Well, here appears to be the first scrape, but it's got a track in it, but it hasn't been worked since the rain a couple days ago. I'm gonna drop a pin on Onyx. I think I'll remember where this is, but a pin would help. I'll try to drop a couple pins as I go through the woods. That buck was probably coming straight to this scrape. Either that or he was just gonna cruise up into the thick stuff and check for does. That one's fresh. It's probably another one. Oh yeah, another one. They're gonna be all down this field edge. We're gonna go down into the woods. Looks like there's some select cut, savanna type stuff that has plenty of undergrowth, bedding cover. Wind is swirling. We need to get in the woods right here. Because I can see that savanna, oak savanna straight ahead where the trees are thinned out. There's lots of brush underneath. Good bedding cover. As soon as I get to the woods, I'm supposed to go down in there. The wind switched. It just switched. It's blowing that way. So if I go down there, it's going to blow out all that bedding unless this is just a little swirl. I'm waiting to see if the wind changes before I go in there. Another scrape. We're going to walk around the other side of this thick stuff. So the wind is not doing what it was. So I'm going to try to come around this field down there, go down to the bottom, and come up on the other side. Yeah, the wind is switching really bad up here. Now it's in my face again. I think there's a big thermal coming off of this hilltop here, because right here the wind is blowing this way. If I walk 40 yards that way, the wind is blowing this way. we're just gonna go get on this field edge here, walk down through the woods. It's real thick down in this little hollow. We're gonna try to get down below all that into the creek bottom. I don't know what the wind is gonna do, but we're just gonna go for it. Well, I sat here in this creek bottom for an hour or two to see if anything else would cruise through. A couple squirrels. I'm gonna start making my way back towards the truck, but I may branch off into a different hollow somewhere along the way. There's deer sign all through here, but it seemed like there's a little more back towards where that buck walked up on me and where I bumped those two does. So I kind of want to be back in there as we get closer to the evening. So we're gonna drop down in this ditch again and quietly make my way back that way. Well, I just picked this tree to sit under and looked up. There is a lock-on stand right here. But it's getting late, so I gotta find somewhere to sit. We're gonna still hunt in here. There's a pretty good rub. This ditch drops off real steep into the main drainage down there. Up here's the easiest place for a deer to cross in. And there's some tracks in here. Okay, I came down the ditch here. Bean field out there. Got like a bench or a logging road coming down here. I guess it's an observation set. I can see a pretty good ways here, so it's pretty thick, but if something comes by close enough, I'll be able to sneak a shot. I'd say it was a pretty good day of scouting. Got real close with that buck here a little bit ago. I think I've found a couple of good spots that I might go pick one in the morning and climb a tree. Either way, we're gonna go back to the truck and head back to camp, see if anybody else did any good, and then get back after him tomorrow. Alright, we're slipping in down this field edge. Field I crossed yesterday when I was scouting. We're gonna go down into the woods, but I came in through the fields because it's quieter, easier walking without going through a bunch of briars. We're gonna pick a tree and set up pretty close to where that buck walked up on me in the middle of the day. I got down into this creek bottom and somebody was in the stand already, so they came in somewhere else. I don't know where from, but probably where it was yesterday. Either way, I have to backtrack a little bit. Alright, y'all, this tree is the tree for me. I hadn't even got my bow hanger on the tree and a buck started working his way to me, but he just busted me. I think the wind just switched, or he saw me. I had to pull my bow up real quick and knock an arrow, but he just ran off. Sweet, just got in the tree, already spooked one. Alright, it is noon. I'm gonna climb down and go back to camp for lunch and then head right back out. Not sure where I'm going yet, but I got a couple ideas. So I will see y'all here in a little bit.